to everyone. Can anyone confirm, please?
Yeah.
Thank you. All right. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to today's demo session for Oracle Fusion Financials Cloud. My name is Chandu, and I will be basically your trainer in the coming days for the Oracle Cloud Financial Applications training. I'll first of all just give a brief introduction about myself before we deep dive into the session topics. So basically, I'm an Oracle finance functional consultant, and I have around 12 plus years of experience in this particular industry, working on multiple projects worldwide with respect to different regions like US, Europe, and Asia Pacific region, and EMEA region as well. Over these years, I have done in multiple implementations as well as support projects supporting and implementing the Oracle Financial Cloud suite, as well as I've been for quite some time associated in the training profession as well, wherein based on the real life experiences that I've gone through or I'm still going on. Basically, I train the participants who are enrolling in the respective application trainings. So this is just a brief introduction about myself. I'm basically from a finance accounting background, and moved on to this particular industry during my early years of career. And so far, I've been into this industry, until now, and moving forward with all these aspects of Oracle Cloud applications. Now, for today's demo, I'll show you basically the agenda that I have in mind for today's session. Since this is the first session, and we will be having a mix, candidature from all different experiences. Maybe some freshers, some experienced people. Okay, some who are familiar with Oracle, but want to know more around the Oracle applications. So since it is a mixed crowd, my basic agenda will be to explain everyone or take everyone on the same page with respect to the understanding of what an ERP is all about. Okay, then what Oracle applications are all about, its journey so far since the time it began, Oracle as an organization ventured into the ERP space. Okay, what a Fusion application is all about. Okay, similarly, to give you some brief understanding around the current Fusion application, deployment model versus the previous technology, which is called as the on-premise technology. Okay, difference between those to help you understand. Similarly, what are all the different, environment releases. Okay, and similarly, what are the different applications that are involved in the Oracle framework altogether, as well as specifically into the Oracle Fusion Financials modules that we will be covering as part of this particular training, and also to help you understand where basically this training will be useful for you, or in what profiles, work profiles, you enter the role. Basically, it will be suitable. So all those things we will have a walkthrough as part of today's demonstration session. This will be basically to help you relate, help you understand, and help you relate with the aspects of Oracle Cloud applications, and how the training will help you further in your career journey. Now, first of all, an introduction to ERP. Okay, ERP, as the acronym stands for Enterprise Resource Planning. Almost all of us would be familiar with the terminology ERP, but then if you are not familiar, basically it is what? It is a basic, a software or applications basically that helps business manage its organizations, operations, and different kind of processes. Okay, in a very layman terms, this is what the definition of ERP would be. But it's actually a lot wider, because when you talk about Oracle, when you talk about organizational operations, you can say there are many functions involved with respect to any organization's, a business organization's function. Okay, what are those basically? When you break it down, a company's organization or business functions, you can break it down as financial functions, supply chain and operation functions, commerce as a function, okay, reporting requirements as a function, manufacturing as a function, human resource activities as a function. In this diagram also you can see many more have been listed down, like production, inventory, services, okay, then purchasing, sales. All these are different kinds of business functions that you would see in any particular business organization, okay, or in any particular organization for that matter. You would see all these functionaries within the business. Now, earlier in the absence of technology, in the absence of softwares, in the primitive, not in the primitive era, rather I would say down the line, 70, 80 years back, when the softwares were not that, it was only in the initial stages of its, entry into the market. Everything used to be done manually, right? Before even computers, you can say everything used to be done manually. All the processes in any organizations would be done manually. But with the advent of technology, with the advent of different kinds of softwares and computer applications being built, this particular processes, all these business processes are basically managed, okay, through certain softwares. And the idea behind the having or deploying the softwares is basically it helps
Sir,
manage
your
efficient.
audio is not clear, sir.
Is hello? Is it audible now? Hello? Is it audible now?
Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah, that's good.
Okay. Yeah. So what I was saying is basically the application of softwares in the real life business environment as ERP. Basically, that was done in order to gain efficiency, operational efficiency. Similarly, manage data very, in a very streamlined manner. Okay, for all these aspects, ERPs have become a trend. Okay, these days. So from ranging from any, traditional departments that we have in any business to all the advanced functions and functionaries within any business of business intelligence, reporting, everything basically is covered within the ERP, right? And that's where you will see nowadays all the major players in the market. Okay, many players are there in the market that provide actually the software, the ERP softwares, that develop ERP softwares, that provide services related to ERP softwares. Okay, you'll see a lot of players, as you can see in this the names listed below. Oracle, that is one company that is involved in the software development process for different business functions. Similarly, SAP is there, Iris, Unit 4, Salesforce, Infor, Epicor, Sage. These are all the major players that you can see in any in the ERP space, basically who develop the softwares and also provide the services related to those softwares to any business, such that they can deploy them and carry out their business activities in an efficient manner. Okay, so these are all different kinds of players engaged in the software development process. Okay, now particularly what we have gathered together today for understanding is around the Oracle softwares or Oracle applications, basically that Oracle as an organization provides, and basically all the aspects around Oracle applications is what we are going to understand. Okay, now as we mentioned, it's Oracle Fusion applications that we are going to talk about in our sessions, and even the trainings are basically for Oracle Fusion applications. So it is quite important to understand what Oracle applications are, Oracle Fusion as an application are. Okay, so Oracle Fusion applications, as you can see, can be best described as first built on open standards based platform. Okay, similarly built on best business processes, and the third one being deployed through a selection of options. Now what does each of these aspect mean? See, Fusion as an application, okay, Oracle Fusion as an application basically is built by Oracle by leveraging multiple open standards based platforms, or you can even in a layman terms you can call this as different technologies or different platforms that help build the software. Okay, it's not like, software can be built just like that. For building any software also, there are other softwares which are required, certain platforms that are required. Like you can see Oracle SOA, WebLogic Server, JDeveloper, OBI Triple E. So these are all technical tools, you can say, using which certain applications and softwares would be built. Now, Oracle Fusion applications have leveraged these tools and platforms in order to build all its applications. Okay, so not only for finance, but Oracle has applications for all the other business functions as well. For supply chain also it has, for human resource also it has, for project management, for business intelligence, okay, analysis and reporting. For all of these cases, Oracle has separate applications and softwares that it has built. Okay, now Fusion as an application, Fusion is kind of, you can say, umbrella under which multiple applications are there. Fusion is kind of a technology, you can say, which is built basically under which there are multiple applications, different kinds of applications that cater to different business processes. Now, how are they built? Based on these, using these tools. These are all advanced tools in the market, which basically helps design and develop softwares. Okay, tools and platforms. Okay, so bit technical in nature, but yeah, just for your understanding, this has been explained. Now, built on best practices, best business practices. Okay, so all the leading business practices across the globe. Okay, so based on that, the Fusion applications, Oracle Fusion applications have been built. Okay, so what does it mean by best practices? Okay, so for finance, there would be certain best practices within any kind of industry. There are multiple industry that you would see in the real business world, right? Oil and gas as an industry, or similarly, IT sector as an industry. Okay, similarly, manufacturing production as an industry, food and retail as an industry. Okay, so these are all different kinds of industries. Now, based on the nature of the industry, the practices of the organization would differ. The kind of financial activities that the businesses of a particular industry would differ from any other industry. Okay. Similarly, the supply chain functions. Similarly, the human resource activities and functions, from industry to industry it would differ. But mainly, majority of them basically have some underlying and baseline structure, okay, that is followed. And based on those best practices, in order to facilitate those best practices of the business world for all the different departments and functions within a business, the Oracle softwares and applications, the Fusion applications, have been built. Okay, so you can see now how would have that been achieved. Okay, how would Oracle have achieved that kind of excellence? Okay, or how would have Oracle achieved that kind of or integrated that kind of best business practices in its softwares and applications? It's not like that has been built in one day. Okay, so from the time that Oracle started, okay, Oracle started its business in the ERP space. Okay, it has actually developed some of its own products. Okay, and some of the products it has actually taken over, or you can say acquired from the market. Okay, so primarily to say, Oracle was a niche, or you can say Oracle was an expert in developing financial related applications. That was how it began. Okay, in the ERP space. But then over the years of time, because every organization or every business has to expand, and it cannot rely on just one product to expand its business and its profitability, right? That is where it ventured out. Oracle ventured out into other functions, business functions aspects as well. Okay, so that is where over a period of time it acquired leading softwares at that point of time that catered to specific business requirements. Like you can see here, PeopleSoft has been mentioned. Okay, so PeopleSoft at one point of time was a market leader that provided softwares for human resource activities or human resource business functions. It catered to those. The softwares that it built catered to those particular business function, and it was a leader in the market at one point of time. So over a period of time, what Oracle did is it acquired It acquired PeopleSoft for its HR, expertise, HR related product expertise, and it integrated. Okay, it integrated into the umbrella of the applications, the Oracle applications. Okay, now which we call it as Fusion applications. Okay. Similarly, it acquired JD Edwards. So JD Edwards was another market player which had expertise in finance as well as supply chain related, procurement related, purchasing related, software applications. Okay, so what Oracle did is it acquired actually JD Edwards as well over a period of time. Similarly, you can see when you look at the history, you will see many such companies Oracle has taken over, software companies, basically Oracle has taken over and integrated it into their applications umbrella, okay, which is now called as Oracle Fusion applications. The entire product suite or family of softwares, you can say in layman terms, that is what is called as the Oracle Fusion applications. And how they have done it, basically, they have acquired many softwares, okay, and companies that were providing or developing those softwares in the market, which were niche players or leaders, okay, in the respective space. And that is how they have, come up with one suite, a whole big suite of applications that cater to different kinds of business processes and functions. Okay, and that's the reason we call it as built on best practices or best business processes. Deployed through a selection of options. Okay, deployed means basically you can in layman terms you can say installation of these applications. Okay, now earlier the applications used to be done on a segregated on a on a specific infrastructure that had to be installed at the client place. So whoever purchases the software, okay, they would have to install it on their network, on their servers and database. So these database servers and all these are actually infrastructures that are required to host a particular application, softwares. Just like in your laptop, you need a laptop that has a hard drive, right? For installing the softwares and all. The same way, there is a huge infrastructure required when it comes to ERP, different kinds of softwares and ERP, deployments for businesses, because the volume of data to be handled, similarly the number of processes to be handled, all those things are quite huge. The volume is huge, right? So that is where earlier it was on a on-premise, on-premise model. So on-premise means what? On the client's place itself, on the business's organization's place itself, whoever buys the licenses or software, they need to have a server, they need to have the database capabilities and all, so that the Oracle softwares could be installed on their infrastructure. Okay, on the business's infrastructure that procures the licenses for these Oracle softwares. Okay, so it had to be done or deployed on their own premises, and that's why the word called as on premise. But with the advent of technology, with the new technologies coming in, and quite recently we have the cloud model. Okay, so everything is stored on cloud. Okay, like you can see Google, there is a Google, all the Google Mail, Gmails, as well as the Drive functionality that we have. Okay, wherein your photos, your data, everything gets stored on a particular drive on the cloud. Okay, it's not actually stored on your device, on your laptop or on your mobile phones. Rather, it is stored on cloud storage. Okay, which is basically database and servers and everything, which Google itself would manage it on their own premise, and it is stored over there. So that is the technology of cloud. Okay, which is the most recent technology that we have, and Oracle has also adopted that. Okay, so for that, basically what Oracle has done, they have established data centers and servers and capabilities or infrastructures like that world over. Okay, in many designated places. Okay, and they actually facilitate the storage of data, the processing of the applications, the installation of applications, everything on the Oracle infrastructure. And they would just give you access, okay, by just like you can log into your Gmail, okay, or log into your Google Drive. Okay, so the same way, basically it is what? It is a URL that you have, and there is a login ID and password, right? The same way Oracle also provides a URL, specific designated URLs, okay, and user IDs and password in order to access the applications and and manage the different processes and the data related to those processes for any business organization. Okay, so these are all deployed through different selection of options. Okay, with the different changing technologies and all, Oracle adopts those technologies and also provides the deployment models. Okay, hope the high level understanding of Oracle Fusion as an application has been clear to all of you. So just to read it out, the statement, Oracle Fusion applications, what are they? They are a suite of applications. Suite of application means a host of applications, many number of applications built on Oracle cloud infrastructure that include cloud-based applications for enterprise resource planning. Okay, basically, which involves financial applications for catering to the financial functions of the business organization. Similarly, project management functions of the business organization. Similarly, the supply chain and manufacturing functions. Similarly, the human capital functions and many other functionaries within the business. Okay, so they are the host of applications that facilitate these activities and processes within any organization. Okay, so this is just the history and evolution of the evolution path of Fusion applications. So Oracle started off its journey into the ERP space with e-business suite, which was a prior prior technology or prior software release. Okay, prior to Oracle Fusion applications. Okay, so this was the e-business suite was the the suite of applications that Oracle released into the market. Now we have Oracle has come up with Oracle Fusion as an application. Okay, it is a technological change. It is a technological shift. Okay, so over a period of time, post it came up with Oracle e-business suite. It acquired PeopleSoft, JD Edwards, okay, Siebel, and many more. Like you can see Hyperion as a tool for reporting. That also it has acquired. PeopleSoft it has acquired for HRMS. JD Edwards for procurement and financials. Hyperion for reporting. Siebel for customer relationship management. Similarly, e-business suite, which is their homegrown product for financials. Okay, all these they have acquired over a period of time, and they have integrated into the Fusion applications. Now it has been upgraded, you can say, upgraded into Fusion applications, which also takes care of its deployment on the cloud model. Okay, which is the latest trend or latest technology in the market with respect to the storage and other database management. Okay. So this is just an explanation of the previous technology, the on-premise technology and the cloud technology, which I have actually explained in brief, to you in the previous slides. Okay, so on-premise means what? On the premises of the organization or the client or business who procures the licenses, the softwares are installed. Okay, the database is managed, and servers are everything is managed at the client place. Okay, who purchases the licenses for Oracle softwares. But then cloud model is what? Everything is managed by Oracle itself. The storage, the database, okay, the servers, infrastructure, everything is maintained by Oracle. The application is also maintained by Oracle. It's just that they would provide you some URL and some kind of access, and you will be able to, or as a business, the business will be able to use its applications and functionalities. Okay, so that is what the cloud model is. In a very layman terms is what I am explaining. Okay. On-premise is still there, but the support that Oracle provides for on-premises is now getting over. Okay, gradually they are removing it from the market. But the one that they are promoting more is the SaaS or the cloud-based model. Okay, you will more understand in detail on the Oracle Cloud and on-premise from this particular slide. Okay, but I'll come to this. But before that, just a few more terms and terminologies that I would want to make you familiar with respect to cloud. Okay, now in Oracle Fusion applications, okay, in Oracle Fusion applications currently, the applications that Oracle develops and provides it, the licenses for which the Oracle provides it, it is called as SaaS applications. Okay, as you can see here, it has been mentioned, yes, by SaaS app from Oracle. SaaS means the full form of SaaS is software as a service. Okay. All the application that Oracle develops and provides, okay, as their homegrown product, okay, those are called as SaaS or SaaS applications, software as a service. Okay. Now there are many a times, businesses would have their own requirements which are not sufficed from the standard products or standard softwares that Oracle gives. So at that point of time, what the businesses would need is some kind of platform where they can develop, the businesses can develop their own softwares or their own custom pages and applications. Okay. So there is a platform that is required to in order to do that. Okay, so Oracle provides that as well. Apart from its own standard products, its standard softwares, it even provides a platform where the businesses who purchase the licenses for it can develop their own applications, can develop their own, custom pages and all as per their specific business, process. Okay, so that is where Oracle sells something called as PaaS, PaaS, PaaS. Okay, PaaS, the full form means platform as a service. Okay, so it provides licenses for platform as well, where different custom requirements of the business can be catered to. Okay, custom application can be built, custom pages can be built. Okay, some custom integrations can be built. Okay, so for that, PaaS is something that they provide the licenses for, platform as a service. SaaS is what? Software as a service, wherein it gives the businesses license for all the Oracle standard softwares. You will understand about what are the different kinds of softwares. At high level, I have mentioned it caters to different business processes. For finance, there would be a set of softwares. For supply chain, there is a set of softwares. For project management, there is a set of softwares. Okay. So all these are standard softwares which Oracle provides. And they come under the umbrella of SaaS applications, software as a service applications. Okay. Hope it is clear. Now we will understand more in detail what is the difference between all these: on-premise, infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, software as a service. Okay, so on-premise was, as I mentioned, the traditional deployment model. Okay, on-premise was a traditional deployment model where the application had to be installed by the business who are purchasing the licenses. Okay, application will be given by Oracle because that is their software, but then ultimately the installation process and everything has to be done by the business who purchases the license for those applications. Similarly, in order to support those application installation and use, data server, okay, operating systems, middlewares, similarly servers, storage, networking, everything had to be managed by the client. You manage here, blue indicates that you manage. You manage in the sense the business who purchased the licenses for the Oracle applications would manage everything on their own business premises. Okay, so that is what this means, on-premise. And that's the reason on-premise, the name also was given. Everything has to be managed on the premises of the business that procures the licenses for it. Okay, in between, they came up with another model, which is called as infrastructure as a service, wherein partial aspects were maintained at the client place and partially it would be maintained by Oracle. Okay, like application, data, runtime, middleware, operating systems, they would be maintained by the client who purchases the software licenses. But the servers, storage, networking, and virtualization, all these would be maintained by Oracle. So that was something that came up in between as infrastructure as a service. Okay, but now both these things are going to become obsolete. Okay, the Oracle has stopped both these models of deployment, or it is on the verge of stopping both these models of deployment. Okay, and what they are pushing forward is, or the with which is in line with the latest trends of application, these two: platform as a service and software as a service. So as I mentioned, software as a service, it has a complete list of applications that Oracle provides as part of their standard product offering. Okay, and that's the reason you can see everything has been mentioned as Oracle managed by Oracle. all the red ones that you see, basically it indicates that it is all managed by Oracle. Application is also provided by Oracle. It is hosted also on the Oracle infrastructure. Data is managed by Oracle. Okay, you would enter the data, but there is a management activity or a management process that happens. The data needs to be stored in the database and all those things. Okay, similarly, the servers required to run these softwares, the storage spaces required to run these softwares, networking required to run these softwares, everything basically is managed by Oracle under software as a service. It is a kind of license that Oracle provides. Okay, and it has all the softwares for finance, SCM, and all those business functions. Platform as a service, as I had explained in the previous screen or previous slide. It is basically to facilitate those requirements of the business where they have to create their own applications or create their own custom pages in order to satisfy their business process, some specific business processes. Okay, so that is where you can see these two things, application and data, is highlighted in blue. That means the business that is purchasing the license for platform as a service will be the owners, okay, or will be the people to develop the application and as well as manage the data related to those custom developed applications. But everything else from an infrastructure point of view that is required to support, okay, these applications, the custom built applications and data associated will be provided by Oracle or will be on the Oracle servers. Okay, or will be the Oracle infrastructure, you can say. Okay, that's why everything else is highlighted in red, indicating that it is managed by Oracle. Okay, so these two are the current models, which is the prevalent ones and which even Oracle is pushing, which basically is in line with the current technology. Okay, the current advanced technology. These two are built: software as a service and platform as a service. Okay, now we will understand the Oracle Cloud environment or Fusion Cloud applications. A little bit brief around its history. Okay, the releases. Okay, the release means basically the different software versions. Okay, and their upgrade policy. So just to make you familiar with this particular process or particularly with this slide before we enter into this, you can just relate this example with any software that you have on your laptop or on your mobile, because everyone is using mobile day in and day out, right? So you can see that there are many softwares that you install on your device or install on your mobile, and every now and then you will get notification saying update or upgrade this particular software, right? And according to which you will go in and you will start the update and upgrade process. And then it gets, so basically that is a release. Okay, you would see some kind of numbering. Okay, the so-and-so number is the software upgrade version. Okay, so basically those are all the version related aspects, upgrade related aspects related to application or a software that you see in your mobile. The same way, Oracle is also ultimately what? Oracle products are also ultimately softwares, right? So basically, these things are applicable, or these release aspects, version related aspects, upgrade related aspects are all applicable to Oracle applications as well, Oracle Cloud environment applications as well. Okay, so just to give you an understanding, we are going through this particular slide. I'll go to another screen where basically I have detailed, okay, for your understanding, the different releases from the time it began its Oracle Cloud applications. Okay, not the on-premise one, but the Oracle Cloud applications. Okay, so basically the cloud applications began in the year 2011. Oracle actually came out with their cloud application softwares in the market in the year 2011. Before that, it was on-premise. Okay, so somewhere in the 80s, Oracle actually started its business in ERP. And from that time, they are actually developing one or the other kind of softwares and applications. But that were all on the traditional technology, which is called as the on-premise technology. But the cloud technology, once from the time it came in the year 2011, they actually rolled out, or they came up with their Oracle cloud technology based applications. And the first, the first release was called as R1. Okay. And every year or every quarter or every, every time, every specific interval of time, they actually came up with new releases as and when, they would keep on, developing or enhancing their applications or fixing any kind of bugs or issues with the previous releases. They would come up with a new release. So that is the same thing that you see in your mobile application softwares as well, right? So they would come up with some additional features, some security fixes they will do, some bug fixes they will do. Bug means what? Some issue fixes they will do, and they will come up with a new version and new release. The same way for Oracle also, it has been doing the same activity since 2011, from the time it came up with the cloud model. Okay, so R1 was the first release, and then from R1, R2, R3, R4, R5, R6, R7, R8, R9, R10. Up till that they came up, they were offering on-premise as well as the cloud models. Okay, so the Fusion applications, they were providing for on-premise as well as for cloud model. But then from release 11 onwards, okay, till release 13. Release 13 is the current release. Okay, release 13 is what you have. Currently, all the Fusion applications are on release 13, 13 version, you can say. Not version, rather you can call it as the release itself. Okay, so release 13 is the recent one, and it is considered to be the most stable, okay, release. Most stable softwares. Why? Because over a period of time, they have actually improved the software. Okay, they have even included many more features. Okay, they have included many more business processes to facilitate in those softwares. And that is why release 13 is called as the most static release of Oracle cloud applications. Okay, and which came up first time in 2017, but later on this is the same release that is continued but with timely upgrades, which are called as version upgrades. Okay, so release 13 would be the main product, but then there is version upgrades that are coming up, and the version upgrade policy of Oracle is quarterly upgrade policy. Okay, so upgrade policy of Oracle release 13 version is quarterly upgrade policy. Quarterly upgrade means what? Basically, every quarter they would come up with a new version of the Oracle application. Okay, so in each of these versions, there would be some new things that they will, new features or new processes that they will facilitate. Also, there would be some security issues that they would fix, or there would be some other issues related to product software itself they would fix and come up with the version upgrades. So every quarter they come up with version upgrades. So that's the reason now you will understand how they number it or how they name the version upgrades. Okay, so release 13, understand this, release 13 is the latest release, but then it is coming with version upgrades, and you will be able to identify which version it is by looking at this numbering that you see here. So January to March quarter, it comes up with a version called as A. Okay, April to June, it comes up with a version called as B. July to September, it comes up with a version called C, and October to December, it comes up with a version called D. Okay, now how will you identify in which year it has come up? That's where Oracle prefixes the version name with the year prefix. So you can see here 21A, that means 21 means 2021. The release version upgrade that came up for release 13, that came up in the year 2021 for the first quarter, A as the first quarter. Okay, for 21B as 2021 second quarter version upgrade. So like that, you can see over a period of time, it has come up with multiple version upgrades. Okay, so 23A, 23B, the 23 stands for 2023. Okay, 2023 quarter A, that quarter one, okay, release, which is the A, 23A. 23B means the release upgrade or version upgrade that they came up for release 13 in the year 2023 in the second quarter. Okay, right now we are in the year 2024. Okay, and also we have completed, we are in the second quarter. Okay, So that is where Oracle had come up with 2024 release upgrade with release upgrade as A. 24A, it came up in the month of January for the first quarter. Now the latest version for Oracle application is 24B because we are currently in the second quarter. Okay, and it is in the 2024 second quarter that Oracle has come up with its second upgrade or the latest version upgrade. Okay, so that is how you will be able to identify which version it is and which release it is the Oracle applications are on currently. Okay. Now, this is how basically Oracle describes it in its application. So I'll show you in a short time how the Oracle application would look like, just to give you a brief or you can say a first look of how it looks like. Okay, but you will see therein, this is how it will be mentioned. The version upgrade will be mentioned in this way: 11, 13, 22, 070. What does this stand for, each of them? 11 means it indicates that the year in which the Oracle cloud applications were rolled out in the market, which I mentioned, right? 2011. So that is this 11 that indicates. 13 indicates the release which we are currently on, or all the Oracle applications are currently on. Okay, release 13. Then followed by 22. Here 22 is basically from the year 2022. This is the year. Okay, and 07, basically it is the first quarter, the month of the first month of any quarter in which it came up, the version it came up. So 07 is basically indicating July quarter. Okay, the quarter that starts from for the month of June to July. Okay, sorry, July basically to say. So 07, it indicates that particular month in which the release upgrade came in. Okay, so this is how you will be able to read or identify which particular release the Oracle applications are on and which is its version upgrade. Okay, so let me show you just by logging in the Oracle application. So as I mentioned, right, cloud deployment model is what? Fusion applications cloud deployment model is basically where you will receive a URL and an ID and password. Okay, and you will be, as a business who has purchased the licenses, you will be able to log in and access all the applications and even the data related aspects. You don't need to install it anywhere on your laptops or your computers. Okay, on the business computers, you do not need to install it. There is no separate infrastructure that you need to maintain. You just need to have a device and you will be able to log in and you need to have a URL and ID and password and you will be able to log into the Oracle application. Okay, so like this, let's say this is one of the example. This is one of the URL that you can see. This one, https ekmk test login us6 oraclecloud.com. This is kind of a URL that Oracle provides. Okay, or a pathway you can say that Oracle provides to be able to access the Oracle applications. Okay, this would be different for different clients. Okay, so different clients who are purchasing the different purchasing the application licenses from Oracle, for all of them or for each of them, you can say this link will be different. Okay, and there is a specific ID and password from a security perspective. A specific ID and password is given so that the respective people or the respective business who has purchased the licenses can only access this particular environment. We call it as environment or instance of Oracle Cloud applications. Okay, so I'll log in into there is a user ID and password that I have. In the coming days, you will also be provided with a user ID and password wherein you can use and log into this Oracle applications and you can perform all the training related activities. Okay, so I'm logging in now. Okay, so this is how basically you will be able to log in. And I'm now going to the main screen. So this is the main home screen, we call it. Okay, so this is where you will find all different kinds of applications and its related functions. So let's say procurement, purchasing, we call it. So procurement is an application, okay, that is available in this Oracle login. Similarly, expenses is another application. Similarly, payroll is another application. Okay, risk management, another application. Sales, another application. Okay, then supply chain execution, another application. Okay, similarly, order management, accounts receivable. Okay, similarly, payables, projects, general accounting. Okay, so all these are different kinds of applications that cater to different business functions for any business. Okay, so which again we will understand in detail, but yeah, this is just to make you familiar or help you understand how the Oracle login page looks like. Now, how to identify which release and version this particular application is on. Okay, so basically you can go to this particular icon, which is called as the profile icon or settings and actions icon. And you see something called as about this application. So when you click on about this application, this is where you will see the latest release and its upgrade. So right now we are in the 24B version. Okay, 24B as a version. Just give me 2 minutes. Sorry to keep you holding. Okay, so 24B stands for what? The year 2024, as I mentioned or explained in the earlier screen, and B stands for the quarter. Okay, and then followed by all these things which I had explained already in the previous screen. So 11 for the year 2011, 13 is the release, 24 2024 is the year, and the 04 is the month, that is April as a month in which the version upgrade came up. So this is how you will be able to identify which version and release is the Oracle Fusion Cloud applications on. Okay, hope this makes sense. Okay, so we have understood the Oracle environment or cloud environment release related aspects. Okay, now we will understand the different kind of applications that Oracle provides. Okay, just for a detailed understanding of different kinds of application that Oracle provides. As I mentioned, right, the screen is a little bit blurry, but please excuse for that. Application SaaS. As I mentioned, right, Oracle provides the licenses for the application that Oracle itself develops. Okay, which is called as the SaaS application, software as a service applications. Now, as I mentioned, it caters to different business processes and functions within any business. So for the first thing that you can see here is the human capital management. So for human resource related management activities, Oracle has come up with multiple applications. Okay, like talent management, workforce management, work-life solutions, human HCM analysis, okay, workforce rewards, compensation. Okay, so all these things are different kinds of applications that are required to manage the human resource related activities within any business function. Okay, so that is where human capital management as a product, as a family of product is there, wherein there are multiple sub applications that Oracle provides under it. The same way for financials. Okay, for financials also Oracle Enterprise Resource Planning is called as the suite or umbrella under which you will have all the financial related products. Okay, there are financials as a family, accounting hub, project financial management, project management, risk management. Okay, so all these things are different kind of applications or family of applications that you will find under the enterprise resource planning. Similarly, you will have customer experience. Customer experience more related to the customer management. Okay, like marketing related application, commerce, engagement, sales and services. Okay, CPQ, which is configure, price and quote, subscription management, loyalty, social. These are all different kinds of applications that are required to manage the business process related to customer relationship management. That's where it is categorized under the customer experience applications. Okay. Similarly, you can relate more with supply chain. So from a supply chain process for any particular organization, there would be inventory management. Okay, the stock of items that they manage. For that, there is an inventory related application. Similarly, logistics. Okay, logistics like the transportation activities and all. For that, there will be a specific department or function within a business. So for that, again, the respective applications are available. Maintenance, manufacturing, order management, procurement. Procurement means purchasing. Okay, so for all these cases, for all these activities to be performed within a business function, okay, there is a specific designated application that Oracle has built. So the same way for many other advanced, recent activities as well. IoT, Internet of Things. This is a little bit technical in nature. Okay, but yeah, this is also one of the advanced concepts in the technology area. Okay, for those also it has many. One example can be the fleet service management. Like Ola has a fleet of cars. Okay, so in order to manage the Ola cars, there would be some application would be required. Okay, so such kind of applications also Oracle develops. So these are called as IoT, Internet of Things. Okay, so for anything and everything that you can think of in the business world, okay, the different kinds of processes that you can think of, there are applications that Oracle has built, okay, in its family of application products under SaaS heading or under SaaS family of product family. Okay. The same way for platform as a service also is something that I had explained. Okay, PaaS means platform as a service, which it provides for developing custom applications. Okay, whenever business has a requirement to develop custom applications which are not sufficed by the Oracle standard applications. Okay, in that case, it also provides a platform where the business can develop such applications and pages. Okay, and also along with that, it provides many tools as well. When it provides the platform, it actually has under it many tools as well that helps build those applications. Okay, and maintain and manage the respective data as well. So that is where you can see it has been categorized into sub product families. Okay, for data management purposes, there is a database that it provides. Okay, autonomous data warehouse, big data cloud. These are all technical terminology. Some of you may understand, some of you may not, but in general, you can understand it as the suite of products that it would provide under the platform as a service license, which will help you develop the application as well as maintain and manage the data associated to those applications. Okay, application development. For application development, altogether it provides you under PaaS, platform as a service license. It provides you Java, mobile development, mobile application development tools. Okay, similarly blockchain. Okay, or virtual visual builder, messaging builder tools. Okay, so all these are different kinds of application development tools that it would provide. Okay, so I'll not go into much into the technicality of PaaS because it is more technical in nature. Okay. Yeah, but this is just as an example for you to relate. Okay, now coming to Oracle Fusion applications. This is another screen or another example of the first application as a service that we talked about. Okay, so you can see here financial management. For financial management, there are different kinds of products. So now we are talking in detail around the sub products or sub softwares that Oracle has under the product family. Okay, for product family as financial management products, okay, you have these applications. Okay, general ledger as an application, accounts payable as an application, asset management as an application, payments and collection as an application, accounts receivable as an application, cash and expense management as an applications, and many more. But these are the major ones. Okay, when you talk about financial management business processes, in order to manage the finances of any business, they have a general accounting department. In a real-time business, they have a general accounting department. Okay, basically that takes care of all the financial statement preparation. Okay, consolidating the financial data, everything. Okay, for reportment activities, for management information system activities and everything. So that is where, for in order to facilitate their processes, there is something, an application called as general ledger application. Okay, in the financial department, there is another department called as accounts payable department that basically looks after the supplier related activities, supplier invoicing related activities, you can say. Okay, so any business make purchases, right? And once the purchases are made, the the vendor from whom the purchases have been made, they will send you an invoice. Okay. Now the invoice related activities have to be done. So that is where every business has a separate department altogether, which is called as the accounts payable department, that actually performs all the supplier invoice related activities. So they book the invoices. Okay. Similarly, they make payments for those invoices. They generate certain aging reports and statements. Okay. So all these are different activities that the accounts payable department would perform. Now, in order to help them out with those, or in order for the software that is required for the business to perform those accounts payable functions and processes, that is where Oracle has, under financial management suite of products, it has accounts payable as an application. Okay. Similarly, payments and collections as an application. Similarly, asset management. So they have to maintain the business assets as well. Okay. So for which they have a fixed asset department altogether. Every business has a fixed asset department altogether. Okay. That maintains and manages the data and processes related to the asset management. And in order to facilitate those departments, there is an asset management software itself, which Oracle has, application itself, which Oracle has under the financial management suite. Similarly, accounts receivable and cash management also. These are also other, customer related functions that is actually done in accounts receivable. The customer related invoicing, the customer related payments management, everything is basically done in the accounts receivable application under the financial management suite. Okay, cash and expense. Okay, so basically treasury related activities. Some of the treasury related activities like the bank reconciliation. Okay, so bank statement reconciliation is an activity that is performed in the finance department. Okay, of any business. Okay, so that is something, and bank transfers. Okay, so basically these are some things that are handled within the cash management as a module. Similarly, expense management. What is expense management for? So expense management for employee expenses. So employees, they have to many a times incur expenses on behalf of the business, and then they would reclaim it right from the business by raising a voucher and all. So in order to support those activities, there is this expense management as an application which Oracle has developed, which comes under the financial management suite. Okay. Similarly, you can see for all the other cases as well, for human capital management, for customer relationship, for procurement, project portfolio, and everything. But now our main focus will be on the financial management aspects. Why? Because the course that is designed, basically, the course that we are now, the demonstration for which we are doing, and the future sessions that we will be having will be around the financial management applications. And that too, not all of them, but we are going to train on specific identified applications for which the course is designed. Okay. So as part of this particular training process, basically the modules or the applications that will be covered in this particular course will be, these are the applications that will be covered in this course. General ledger as an application, accounts payable as an application, accounts receivable as an application, cash management as an application, fixed assets as an application. Okay. Now, basically, what is going to be covered? Okay, you may have a question. Basically, what are we going to do, in this training activity? What are we going to do with respect to these applications? So that is where you need to understand that this particular course offering will train you how to set up these applications. See, software, just by purchasing the software will not directly start working. Okay, it has to be configured. Okay, so basically when you download a software on a mobile, you have to first of all set your profile and everything, right? So that is just something that you do at your end. But before even you can do that, the software is basically configured at the software's software vendor. Okay, so it has to be configured to some extent so that it becomes usable. Okay, so similarly, Oracle also, it just by purchasing the license for that particular Oracle software, like let's say application as a general ledger or accounts payable, just by purchasing the licenses, it will not become functional. That means you cannot directly use it. Okay, some kind of configurations with respect to the business requirement has to be done. in order to make these applications or software usable for the business. Okay, as I mentioned, every business has its own processes. Okay, every business has its own requirement of data management. So based on those aspects, the softwares for which the licenses have been procured, the configuration has to be done. And it is done by people. Okay, we call them as consultants. Okay, so just like you may be aware, right? In many organizations, they purchase the license for uh, Microsoft Office. Now, just by having a Microsoft Office license, it will not start working. Some engineer has to come in, they have to install that product, and they have to do some kind of configurations on the desktop once the Microsoft application has been installed. Right? The same way, once an Oracle application license has been purchased, the installation, the configuration, not installation, rather, more like a configuration, has to be done for the business based on their business requirement, such that it becomes useful for the business to use it for its business operations, to carry out its business operations. So that is where you will learn with respect to these financial modules or financial applications, you will learn how to configure these applications, okay, by actually taking you through with a real life business scenario. So what I will be doing is I will actually give you real time business scenarios to make you familiar how in real business world the configuration is basically done, on what basis it is done, what are the things that you need to consider. Okay, so all those things are something that we will be talking around during our training sessions with respect to these applications, and also simultaneously understand how we need to configure these applications. Okay, and then you will also learn how to use these applications. See, just by knowing how to configure the application will not work. You even need to know how to use it. So let's say, for example, general ledger is an application where the business accountants, the general accounting department accountants will record all the journal entries. So people from finance background will be able to understand what is meant by a journal entry. I hope almost everyone in today's audience is having some or the other finance background. Okay, even if you don't have it, definitely you will be able to gain knowledge around it when you go through the training session to a certain extent. Okay, so journal entry is something that you record for the accounting aspect, or for recording the financial data with respect to any expenses that is incurred, with respect to any revenue that is earned by the business, with respect to any assets that are purchased, with respect to any debtors or liabilities, supplier liabilities that the business owes. Okay, so all these are basically financial accounting information that is recorded in the form of journal entry, and it is recorded in the general ledger application. Now, in order to do that, in order to be able to enter a journal entry, first of all, the general ledger application needs to be configured. Okay, similarly, many other activities are to be performed within the general ledger application. So basically, that is where you will configure it, and also how to enter a journal entry. Okay, similarly, how to run a report to extract the data, or how to run a particular what do you say, how to run a particular activity called translation. So translation is another activity that is performed by general ledger department, general accounting department. Similarly, there are certain other functions of business called financial functions of business called as revaluation. Okay, or many other things. When you talk about accounts payable as an application and accounts payable as a department in a business, it's about recording of the invoices, entering of the invoices, recording of the invoices, canceling of the invoices, making payment against the invoices. Okay, so all these are different activities that you perform as part of accounts payable department, or any employee who is part of the accounts payable department will perform. Okay, so you need to be even able to know how those things are performed as well. Only then it will be making sense. Okay, so and no one who does not know the business process will be able to even configure the application. So first of all, the requirement is you should be aware of the business process, high level business process that happens within a particular business with respect to each of the financial department. Okay, only if you have knowledge of that domain, you will be able to configure as well. So that is where basically we will understand how the configuration works, as well as we will learn how to use the product also, okay, for carrying out these activities, the examples which I mentioned. Okay, we will be learning those as well. And that is how you will be eligible to become a consultant in this particular industry of Oracle implementation or Oracle support domain. Okay, so basically the idea is these are the modules that will be covered, wherein you will be trained on how to configure, as well as you will be trained on how to use the product from a day-to-day routine business function perspective. Okay. Now, these are the work profiles where you will become eligible. Once you are trained on these applications, configuration, as well as how to use it, these are the different profiles within the industry, within different industries where you will be eligible to work. Okay. So, there is an Oracle functional team, there is an Oracle technical team, and end user. Okay, the role of Oracle functional team is the team where basically you will be part of that team which configures the application and even has a knowledge of the how to use the applications, whereby you will train the business to use those products, okay, or those applications. So those are the Oracle functional team. Okay, people in the Oracle functional team are the ones who will do this kind of configuration and also be aware of the business, various functions that can be performed, which in turn will then train the business as well to carry out those activities on the application, which is called as Oracle functional team. They are part of those companies which actually provide services of the configuration. Okay, so from Oracle, you buy the licenses for the product. Okay, but there are many companies in the market who does or provides this, configuration services. Okay, just like I mentioned about Microsoft. So Microsoft Office is a software that Microsoft as an organization develops and provides. But it is not the Microsoft team altogether who would come down to any company to install it or to configure it. Rather, these are different companies like Infosys or HCL, Wipro, okay, or Deloitte or PwC. Okay, so similar kind of companies are actually engaged in the services of configuration. Okay, now once you are trained on these modules, configuration, and use of it, you will be hired, okay, as part of a team of the Oracle functional team, okay, in these companies, in PwC, Deloitte, in EY, or Infosys or Wipro, or what do you say, there are many other companies, there are many other known big names, as well as small companies in the market who are providing these kind of services for the Oracle softwares. Okay, so you will be eligible to become part of those team. Okay, technical team are basically those team which require certain technical skills. So as I mentioned, PaaS is a technical product, right, wherein applications have to be built, custom built. Okay, similarly, custom reports have to be built. So which requires certain kind of technical knowledge like SQL knowledge or C++, Java language as a knowledge. Okay, so that is where technical people who have expertise on those skills will be part of those team. Now they are also equally important team. Okay, because without which not everything cannot be done by a functional team, because functional team may not have those kind of technical skills. So people with specific technical skills are also required for the implementation processes. Okay, like custom report building or custom application building. So that is where Oracle technical team as a profile comes up. Now, this particular training program is not, not designed for that role. Okay, to make you eligible for that role. Rather, it is only designed to make you eligible for the functional role. Okay, the training program which we are going to go through, okay, is basically designed to make you eligible for the functional role, that to finance functional role. Okay, to manage the financial applications, that to these applications that I have mentioned about. Okay, and then there is end user as a profile. So end user means the actual business employees who work on these applications. So from a finance training perspective, you may become eligible to be part of those teams as well. Because as I mentioned, right, you will learn how to use those products, applications to carry out the day-to-day business activities. So that is where you can even be eligible to be part of the end user team also. So being part of an organization, finance team who is working or which is working on Oracle softwares, accounts payable, Oracle accounts payable software, Oracle accounts receivable software, or Oracle general ledger application. So end users, okay, the business employees are the ones who actually use those applications, right? So you may even become eligible for that role as well, okay, by going through this particular training program. Okay, as I mentioned, the work profiles, different work profiles are there: implementation, support, and testing. Okay, implementation means the configuration. Support means just like AC, when you install it, okay, regular interval of time, there is a maintenance required, or there is any complaint that happens for AC, you call up the maintenance team and they will provide you the support. The same way, for Oracle applications also, a support will be required. Not only just once it is configured, it will be all right and it will suffice. It's not like that. So once a particular functional team they implement it, or a company they implement or configure the software, okay, after that a regular maintenance is also required. Many times many issues come up. Okay, some, let's say some function is not working properly as expected. Okay, so for that support activities are also required. So there are these companies like Infosys, Wipro, all these companies, they actually provide these kind of support services also for the Oracle softwares, and you may be eligible to become part of that team as well, or that work profile as well, by going through this particular training program. Because all in all, you are learning how to configure the application as well as be able to use the applications also. Okay, hope I've been able to explain or give you an idea and crux about what this particular program is designed for, and how you will be industry ready, or in for which profiles you will be ready in the industry once the program is completed. How basically this program is designed. Okay. Now, as I mentioned, these are all the different companies involved. So product selling, product means the software selling. Software selling, development and selling is basically done by Oracle Corporation. Okay, Oracle is the company that develops these Oracle related software fusion applications, and they sell the licenses. But then the services of implementation, the configuration, support, all those things are provided by many businesses or many companies. All the big fours, as I mentioned, PwC, KPMG, EY, okay, all these are big fours, the companies that are involved in this as service providers. Similarly, Oracle Hall itself has its own another entity or company called as Oracle Consulting. Okay, that is mainly into the implementation services. Similarly, IBM is there, Infosys is there, Wipro is there, okay, Mahindra is there. Okay, so all these companies, all the big names that you can think of, TCS, okay, and the small players are also there in the industry, which provide these services, wherein you can be hired, or you may be hired as a employee once you are done with this course. Okay, you will become eligible for those profiles as well in these companies. So industries involved, so Oracle, this is just to explain what is the scope that you have in the market. Okay, so Oracle ERP or Oracle software ERP is basically used in almost any industry that you can think of, whether it is IT, healthcare, hospitality, telecommunication, financial services, shipping, or any other kind of industry that you can think of. Everywhere Oracle is used, Oracle products are used. This is just to explain you or make you realize what is the scope. Okay, once you are what is the scope of this particular profile and industry once you are done with the course. Okay, or how vast this particular industry is. Okay, just to give you that idea, I have included this particular slide. Okay, this is just an implementation methodology, which I will not go through at this point because it is something that I will be taking you through with on how particularly, or what are the different phases in which a project goes, how the implementation starts, okay, what are the different activities to be performed. All those I will give you an overview towards the end of our training program. And that is where I will be taking you in detail with these particular phases of implementation. Now, TrioTech as an institute, why to choose it? Because as I earlier mentioned, I am an industry expert in the sense that I have working knowledge, okay, of the industry, okay, having worked on multiple projects in the industry on Oracle implementations. I have the configurational as well as the, product use knowledge from the real life business scenarios, and that's where, the delivery will be in that particular form, okay, where it will be a detailed knowledge sharing that will happen to make you familiar with all these processes and the product configuration and use aspects. Scenario driven, as I mentioned, examples will from the real life businesses will be provided to you, and it will be helpful for you to understand and relate the different aspects of the implementation as well as configuration and the use of product. Material, quality material. So we have, presentations, PPT slides, as well as, live working session, Excel sheets and, documents would be there, which will help in or, come in handy for you to be able to, glide through this particular course. Okay. Some kind of, interview related questionnaires and everything are also provided towards the end of the program to help you, upscale with respect to the interview processes. Okay, upskill yourself with respect to the interview processes. So that kind of support is also something that is provided. Okay, then flexible timings in the sense there are two batches basically that is going on right now. This batch will basically start from tomorrow onwards at 8 o'clock. Okay, today just because it was a demonstration demo session, that is where we just took it at 8:30. But tomorrow onwards, when we deep dive into the application aspects, okay, the regular training time will be 8 a.m. okay, every day. Okay, so that is where 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. 1 hour is the time, but yeah, case by case, it may extend a bit more, okay, to complete the topic that has been taken. Then active support. Okay, active support basically to mean whenever you are going through the training, okay, at the end of the day, you will sit into practice. Okay, at that point of time, you may have any kind of issues or any doubts or anything, which you can, post it to me and I'll be able to address it. So basically, there is a WhatsApp group that will be created. So that is where now I would request you to share your numbers, okay, in this Zoom chat. All those who are interested in enrolling for the course. Okay, definitely there will be a question and answer session post this in order to clarify your preliminary doubts around any aspect. But yeah, if you are interested so far, based on the demonstration that has been done, to continue with the or enroll in this product, you can give your email IDs or your contact numbers in the chat. Okay, and also you can get in touch additionally on this number as well, the number that is displayed on the screen. Okay, which is the admin team number, okay, who will even reach out to you, or you may even reach out to them for further details of the course. Okay, so I would at this point request you to provide all your numbers as well, okay, or your contact ID, so that admin can reach out to you. Okay, so basically what happens is a WhatsApp group is created, okay, wherein you can post your queries on a daily basis, or depending upon whenever you want some kind of clarity. That way the assistance would be provided. Okay, latest server access for practice. So in the morning, we will have session, and post that session, you need to practice it out during your day. Okay, you at whatever feasible time you have during your day, you need to practice it. So that is where, as we saw, right, there was an instance, there was an Oracle environment wherein I logged in, from where you could access all the applications. So the same way, logins will be provided to you as well. Instance and environment will be provided to you as well, latest ones, so that you are able to practice on a daily basis the respective training session topics that are being taken. Also, the session recordings will be available. So each session that is taken, there is a recording that will be provided to you. Okay, now that recording will be a lifetime access. Okay, lifetime, you will be provided separate login IDs and password on on TrioTech website. You will be provided with your own respective login IDs, and the access of these training videos will be available to you for lifetime. Okay, server access for practice is something that will be available to you for the next 5 months from the commencement of the training program. Okay, That will not be lifetime. That will be on case basis. You can, for further extension post 5 months, you can request admin team and they will give you the details. Okay, as in what is required from you, any charges or anything, they will tell you for extension of the practice environment. But until 5 months from the time the course is beginning, you will be having a free access of the environments to practice. But video recordings will be for lifetime. Okay, some kind of placement assistance will be provided by the admin team of TrioTech. Okay, basically, to help you out in search of your jobs. There are many references that come up. Okay, quite frequently, because we are in touch with the industry as well as TrioTech. So basically, whatever references would come in, we will be forwarding it to you. So thereby, you can even, once the course is completed, you can even reach out to those employers and give out interviews and all. Okay, resume preparations, support will also be provided by the admin team in to help you out, to build your resumes as well. Mock interviews again can be facilitated by the admin team with respect to any mock interviews, that needs to be, if at all you need, that kind of support, those can also be provided. Towards the end of the program, there will be an interview question discussion that I will myself will be conducting with respect to the interview questions. Okay, so to make you familiarize, or to help you understand the different kinds of questions that may come up in the interview. So those kind of 2 sessions will be there towards the end for helping you with the interview discussion questions. Okay. Any additional thing that Kumar, you would want to highlight with respect to the course offering? You may do it, and then we will open up for any question and answers. Kumar or anyone from the admin team, you would want to detail anything else with respect to the course offering? Okay. So, I mean, yeah, just remember from tomorrow onwards, it will be 8 a.m. IST time, and the same link, the link from which you joined today, you have to join. Okay. All the other details, if you want to gain more insight into the course offering related aspects, you can get in touch on this particular number. Also, I would suggest all those who are interested in enrolling for this particular course, you can give your number in the Zoom chat. Okay, currently. All right, now open for question and answers. Any questions that you may have with respect to any of the topics that we have discussed so far, or any questions with respect to the course offering that you may want to ask now, now is the time. Open to you for discussion. Yeah.
Good morning. This is Anton.
Yeah,
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Thank you. Your session was very useful. One question I have is, like once we have your training, if you want to go into the market to find a job, invariably they will ask whether you got, Oracle certification.
Yeah.
Do you help with preparing for, like, if I want to do on a receivable module Oracle certification exam?
Yeah, so we have some material available, which
Okay.
has a set of questions and all, which are generally asked in the exam. Okay, so those kind of documents will be shared with you so that you can go through those questions and practice it out. Also, definitely the training is a key aspect. Okay, because nowadays the format of exams have changed a bit. It's not just
Okay.
multiple choice questions. It's even practical setup aspect, or a specific topic they will give you, and you might have to configure it and show them in the exam. So that is what the current model is. So two things. One is the training, the regular training sessions which are being done. You have to religiously make it a point to practice it out daily, on a daily basis. And second thing is, for the question multiple choice question related section in the Oracle examination, we will be providing you with some dumps, as we call it. Okay, which is kind of a question bank, again, which you can use for practicing out. So that will be provided to you.
Okay, that's good. The second thing, my final question is, I'm actually, I don't live in India. I will be probably doing the training offline. So do I need to just follow like a day behind, like, or is all the training you are going to provide is already available, or like say if you are doing a training tomorrow,
Yeah.
and if I'm not online, do I need to do that like day after tomorrow? Is that the way it works? Or
I'm not sure in which time zone you are or you are going to.
I'm in the European time zone.
European time zone. I think European time zone, the same day you will be getting it.
Okay.
Yeah. So
So
basically, your morning or your midnight probably, or early morning would be IST time, 8 a.m. But
yeah,
then by the time you log in, you will already have the recording available.
okay. So I just need to follow the recording then, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you.
Any other questions, anyone? No questions on anything that you would want to ask? Any topic that we covered, even in the slides today? Anything that you would want to ask as a clarification, or anything going forward? What we are going to do, or those things? If you want to ask, already I've explained it, but yeah, if you have a doubt or query again.
So I have a question.
Yes.
That from where we will bring the experience, because currently once the big companies are hiring, they want at least 5-6 years experience, and they want then you should work on at least 2 and 3 projects, right? So from where we are going to reply on those questions to the companies after this training?
See, basically, you will have to definitely, apply for those cases wherein, they are accommodating industry as in domain experienced people and freshers into Oracle. Okay, so that is where your leverage would come in. Okay, so many companies are there in the market which actually give opportunity to people who are already experienced in the domain in the sense who are from the finance and accounting background. Okay, and or maybe some technical background, but who have knowledge of the functional through by way of training and all. So they provide opportunities. There are many companies. So whenever that those kind of vacancies come up, you may apply to that.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Hi, Chandru, this is Mahendra. I have one doubt.
Yeah, my better.
You mentioned that this is a flexible timings to attend the class. So is that you're talking about the recordings or it's a live session?
No, live session is only 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. Sometime it may go up to 9:15 or 9:30, depending upon the topic that is being taken. But yeah, that is the live session, but post which recordings will be available for you to go through.
To add the same question, like, do we have any support, like classroom support for weekends or anytime? I mean, can we walk down to your respective branch office in Hyderabad for any practice or doubt sessions? Do we have that
No,
opportunity?
no, we don't have any that kind of arrangement. But basically, WhatsApp group, as I mentioned, right? WhatsApp group is available basically through which you can connect with me to clarify any doubts. You may post your doubts and I'll come back to you, during the day sometime, and we can clarify. But yeah, we can, if at all some such cases are required. See, anyways, recording is available for you anytime to go in and, go through the training, what has been undertaken. But apart from that, anything additional that you would want to still clarify or you would need support, definitely we can, arrange for that. But that will be like online only.
Okay, I heard that previously that TrioTech have itself like a office at KPHB, Patpalli. So we
Yeah, that
can
is
come.
there, but I'm actually a virtual trainer.
Okay, that's not a problem. Just at least
Yeah.
if someone there at the center, we can go down and practice. That depends,
That
like
you may want to check with
for
admin.
me,
Yeah.
yeah. For me, like unfortunately, like we are working on night shift, so it's very difficult to manage. Maybe if 1 or 2 days, if we miss anything, that will give us a confidence, where we can walk down to the center and sit for some time. In fact, if it is required, hours together and complete those pending things. So
Yeah, definitely recordings and everything. Anyways, as at your, you don't even need to go there because anyways recordings will be available on your laptops. So login IDs and passwords and everything are available. So definitely you can log in and go through the recording. And online support is there, as in if you have any questions, definitely I'll be there to clarify. Any
Okay.
issues that you are facing, I'll be there to clarify.
Okay, this support will be there for 5 months, right?
Yes,
I
ideally.
mean, by when we can close the, I mean, from your side, by when we can complete the course, like maybe
See,
will it
course is going to, yeah, that is again one thing that I wanted to mention. Course is again of 80 to 90 hours of duration. The live sessions I'm talking about. Okay, so majority of the applications will be covered, but yeah, sometimes some aspects of applications may not be covered in the live session because of the time constraint. As I mentioned, 80 to 90 hours are the course duration, live session course duration.
it
Okay,
means
and yeah,
sorry, it means 80 to 90 days.
yeah, as
Yes.
an aggregate, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not specifically 80 to 90 days, because as I mentioned, some days it can go up to 1.5 hours, or,
Okay.
1 hour, 15 minutes. So accordingly, in cumulative, it is 80 to 90 hours of live session, and
Okay.
recordings are available. So anything towards the end, because of time constraint, if you are not able to complete, definitely the recordings are available, which will be shared with you. And also the support is definitely going to be there in case you want to, ask any doubts, any questions, or clarify. So those things will be anyways available.
Okay. One more final question, like I do have, like when I go through, for training sessions with different online training providers. So I came to know that TrioTech is something different. You people having the server access.
Yes.
So whereas some couple of other institutes, they are providing only monthly. I mean, I'm not sure about it because since I'm a learner, so refreshing or something will happen within 1 month or something like that. I
Yeah,
mean,
so those kind of instances are available. So both the types of available. There are dedicated instances also which are available, as well as the refreshing ones are also available. So
so
yeah,
it
both
means
provided.
can you explain us what exactly the difference is? Like, whatever we saved the information or the data which we created, that will
Yeah.
go all of a sudden, and we have to again start from
Yes.
beginning.
Yes.
That's
Those are
what.
the temporary instances.
Okay, will it be there only for 1 month, like that, right?
No, it's not 1 month. In fact, it is like a week's time. Every week or something that gets refreshed. So those are the
Okay.
temporary instances. But then there are stable instances, which may be down the line, 2 or 3, or after 1 month or 2 month something, it will get refreshed. It is also a very rare case. If it falls in that particular duration of the application upgrade, or application cloning activity, then it is possible that it will be removed. But otherwise, it is a very rare scenario for the stable instance.
Okay, for TrioTech, you people are going to provide for 3 months. I mean, refreshment.
Yeah. Those
Okay.
stable instances are also something that we provide. We arrange from the market.
Yeah. Thank you. Thanks for the confirmation.
Any other questions, anyone? Okay. All right, then. That's all. Thank you, everyone, for your time, and hope to see you all tomorrow as well. For the next 2-3 days, we will have free sessions, but post which enrollment is something that will be required. So yeah, tomorrow is again going to be a free session. You may join in, and I will be starting with the next aspect of the training session by slowly, deep diving into the application aspects. All right. Hope to see you all there tomorrow. 8 a.m. is the time. Okay. So please be aware. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.